In this episode of the Milk Market, we're going to be talking about Enphase Energy. Specifically, why I think it stands out from other solar energy companies, my overall thoughts about the business, and why I have a position in the company myself. So let's get into it. To start, let's just look at Enphase's market cap of almost 15 billion now, and compare that to another leading solar energy company like SolarEdge. Enphase has finally surpassed SolarEdge in market cap, and it just goes to show them people are switching to their system. They understand that they are going to be paying more for a more reliable, safer system. Now, one of the things that sets Enphase apart from other solar companies, in my opinion, is their microinverters. Now, if you don't know anything about solar, you have a couple options you can choose when you choose to switch to solar. You can go with an inverter-based system or a microinverter-based system. Essentially, what that means is with an inverter, see what inverters do is they're taking the DC power and DC electricity coming through your solar panels and converting it into AC current, which can be used, in your house for power. And when you have one big inverter powering your whole unit of solar panels, there's a higher risk and chance that if there's failure, your entire grid can go out. Now with microinverters, there's a separate individual small, microinverter in each solar panel and in each unit. So if there is some sort of event of a fire or a failure in some way, the other microinverters are going to stay on. Only one of them is going to fail. The probability of all your microinverters failing at the same time is, significantly low compared to your one inverter system going out. So just getting into a little bit more of their products, this is their battery storage system, which exactly like it sounds, it just stores the AC current that's coming from your solar panels after it was converted from DC current. And they have a big one and they have a small one. This small one is pretty much 3 times as small as this one. There's about 3 of these in here. They have their Empower Smart Switch. So basically what this does is it connects the home grid to the Encharge storage system, and it can seamlessly switch from current power to backup power in case of an emergency or in case of a failure or something goes wrong. And then their Ensemble Communication Kit, which allows communication between all of these systems. And SolarEdge has their own StoreEdge interface, which is their storage system. But I'm going to get into why I think Enphase's is better, and it has something to do with this Ensemble system right here. So let's get into it. Enphase's Ensemble technology is very, very interesting, and this is another key aspect of why I have my bullish views and support Enphase the way I do. So they have integrated a blockchain into their technology, and basically what this means is when one of your microinverters, let's say, fails, has a shortage, there's a fire, there's a glitch in the system, the computer is constantly processing these informations, every single one of these microinverters, and it's sending it to this system. And the blockchain system is keeping track of all of this. So every single time there is, like I said, a shortage, a fire, something goes wrong, the computer system is learning and adapting to be able to stay on and to prevent things like that happening in the future. The computer system essentially learns and gets smarter and smarter as things go on. If you have a single inverter-based system compared to Enphase microinverter system, if something goes wrong, if there's a failure and your inverter goes down, you're not going to have power. With the microinverter system and this Ensemble technology that has blockchain integrated into it, the computer system is not only learning from these events to prevent it in the future, but it can even run while other parts of the system are down. Enphase Energy has partnered with Natural Living to provide their microinverter system to people in Thailand, and to also install a 60 kilowatt solar array on PepsiCo's snack division building and their agronomy division building. It's expected to be done around the end of 2020. Enphase has partnered with Europe's most modern, high-quality manufacturer of solar modules, this company that I cannot pronounce right here, to develop high-efficiency AC modules using their IQ7 Plus microinverter system. And along with all of their other residential partners, from SunPower here in Nevada all the way to big companies like Panasonic. Now you come over here and look at SunPower. Enphase microinverters are a factory integrated element to every single SunPower Series A solar module. Nevada is home to SunPower, and being from Nevada myself, I can vouch that we get nothing but sun. I mean, we live in the middle of a desert out here, and we get nothing but sun. We're a blue state. People are going to want to switch to renewable energy, and that is going to increase demand over time more and more as we get into the future. Just now realizing this while editing the video for you guys to watch, but since Biden won the presidency, there's going to be an increased sentiment in renewable energies, especially solar energy. I just wanted to point that out. Let's get back to the video. We also have the Tesla Gigafactory up here in Nevada, near Reno. And the same reason why people would want to switch to solar power is the same reason they would want to buy a Tesla versus then buy a gasoline-powered car, is because of renewable energy. And SunPower's Equinox energy system can be paired with Tesla's battery storage system, their Powerwall system. So you put the two together, you got SunPower being home in Las Vegas. You got the Tesla Gigafactory, people driving Teslas all over Nevada, and then what are they going to do? They're going to pair their SunPower system with their Tesla system. SunPower also boosting to new highs consistently. There is a very high short percentage in this stock, which in my opinion could create a really satisfying short squeeze that is going to push this stock price higher and higher and higher into the future. And if you continue looking at their Q3 financial results, you can see that they're recovering nicely from the COVID-19 crash that took a big toll off of a lot of companies. They shipped 1.4 million microinverters. They're providing their microinverters to SolarGain in Australia. So even as winter approaches in the northern hemisphere, people are still going to be switching to solar down there in Australia. That's the leading solar installer down there in Australia. They have also strengthened their position even further in Europe by partnering with 3 different companies over in Europe, and specifically Belgium and the Netherlands. They're shipping their IQ7A inverters to Europe and Australia as well, targeting more residential solar applications. Now, you take a look over here on Enphase's balance sheet, which essentially gives us a basic understanding on the company's financial health. You can see the amount of current assets right here is roughly 4 times the amount of current liabilities, which is right here. Current assets and current liabilities are essentially the assets and liabilities that are going to be liquidated or paid within a shorter amount of time, 1 year. Other assets and other liabilities are longer time frame, longer time period, longer than 1 year. You can also see how Enphase has doubled roughly in stockholders' equity since December 31st of 2019. So finally, on top of all that, I really do believe Enphase has a great CEO, a great CFO, and it has a wonderful community and wonderful group, and especially its shareholders, which not only bring new investors in, but it keeps the current ones from selling out and taking profits. That gives this company a lot of strength and support, and I'm not just talking about in share price. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It took a lot of time and research to make this video, so please make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment on what you guys think about Enphase, what you think about the video. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And also make sure to do your own research and to let me know if I missed anything, may that be good or bad. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.